Guess what, fuckers? My patience has run out.
What the fuck? Is that a paperclip in your nose? Is this a queer thing or a TikTok thing or both? If this is queer TikTok, it must be a parody of itself. Hell, I'm 2 seconds in and I'm running out of patience, and I'm a boomer from YouTube.
Pansexuality is not inherently biphobic.
Okay, let me get this straight. No pun intended. Bisexual people like men or women, but if you additionally like non-binary people, then that makes you pansexual, correct? But how does that make you biphobic?
They are both valid sexualities. Both of them.
I guess, though it might seem kind of weird that you like men and women, but not people occupying the hole in between, you know?
And while yes, I have seen pansexual people use that label for questionable reasons, they pretty quickly get it once you explain things to them. They do.
What questionable reasons and what explanation are you giving? See, this is the problem with TikTok. How are you supposed to talk about complex topics when you only have 1 minute to say shit? I feel like I missed half the conversation by the time this video came up, so I have to look through the past to see what they're talking about. But if I have to string a bunch of videos together to make a coherent message, the point of TikTok has been completely defeated. You might as well make a video on YouTube. The only difference with TikTok is it's much cringier with much less information, and it leaves people dumber than when they came in. I mean, just look at their argument here. Pansexuality is valid, but some people use the label for questionable reasons? Isn't that like turf language or something? How are you supposed to catch this sort of thing when the content moves past you at 1,000,000 miles per hour before you're whisked off to some other TikTok video by the autoplay? Can I say it? I'm just gonna say it this once. TikTok is degenerate.
And not only that, but do you know who likes to use specific or micro labels? Neurodivergent people.
Ugh. Here I am bitching about things online, and this TikTok video is somehow 1,000,000 times whinier than even I am. And what is this logic here?
Yeah, that crazy bitch does it, so it must be valid.
Am I just ableist here, or is this like anti-rhetoric? Like the more you listen to these arguments, the more you're convinced that they're wrong. I mean, I started out in agreement with this Muppet. Now I'm starting to doubt myself.
Sometimes we just have to do whatever we can to feel safe and comfortable. And using a more specific label can be our outlet for that.
I'm not going to bring out the attack helicopter meme or anything, but this argument can't stand on its own. It must be supported by something stronger than it makes people feel better.
If you took all that energy you spend calling people biphobic and saying they're performing bi-erasure and just educated them, there would be less biphobia.
See, this is an anti-cancel culture take, something that I agree with, but somehow this person saying it just makes it sound so much worse. First of all, there's the direct contradiction where you said being pansexual is not inherently biphobic, but educating people perceived to be biphobic will decrease biphobia, which implies that they are biphobic. Like, I don't think educating people generally actually changes their minds. And when I think of biphobia, I usually think of people doubting that cis-looking people are actually bi, you know? And I hate to be that guy who vaguely gestures at imagined hypocrisy, but the word education is so fucking pretentious. I mean, here you are putting on weird makeup and looking like the fucking Joker, doing some passive-aggressive rant like you're some rebel, but here you are using euphemisms like neurodivergent and talking about educating people? Again, I actually agree with you on the substance, but the way your rhetoric goes, it's like, I'm gonna rebel from your oppressive social norms, but also you have to use the proper language and be educated by me and listen to what I say. It comes off as super preachy, like social expectations only flow one way because you're just talking down to us.
There would be less bi-erasure because you've explained it and people will know the difference.
Oh, this is why I hate SJWs. It's not even always that they're wrong, it's just their rhetoric is so bad, I think it'd be more beneficial for the left if they made Republican talking points instead.
I've fucking had it with you guys. Jesus fuck.
Let's just linger on this shot for a moment. I searched this person's bio, still don't know what gender they are, but I learned an excellent new word today. Backfiven Gesicht.